This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, with the busy July 4th weekend approaching, we chat with Pennsylvania State Troopers who will be working to keep everyone safe on the roads. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Kara. Let's start a new week of local information with headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. All eyes are on Harrisburg as the deadline looms near for passage of the state budget. With last year's budget battle still fresh in everyone's mind, negotiations continued throughout the weekend and state lawmakers were expected to be back at the Capitol today. During his weekly update, Governor Tom Wolf says that he has compromised on a number of issues, citing that he had signed liquor reform and has taken broad-based taxes off the table and says that he will sign pension reform. The governor explained that in return, he has three priorities.
Those priorities are funding our schools, fighting the heroin crisis, and balancing the budget. I'm asking for $250 million more for basic education funding, along with $30 million more for early childhood education and $30 million more for special education. I'm also asking for $34 million for treatment centers in order to address Pennsylvania's opioid and heroin crisis. Finally, I'm asking that we end our reliance on one-time fixes and delayed payments that have patched our budgets in the past. We need a truly balanced budget with sustainable revenue. That's it. The legislature is working hard to finalize a budget, and I'm committed to working with them to ensure that we fund our schools, fight the opioid crisis, and balance the budget.
Last year's state budget was 9 months overdue and impacted nonprofit organizations and school districts. The standoff finally came to an end in March of this year. This year's budget is due this Thursday, June 30th. While the heroin epidemic is on the mind of the governor, it's also a priority for one law enforcement official in our area. Schuylkill County District Attorney Christine Holman is concerned about the growing drug epidemic in her community. As a result, she is encouraging the public to attend one of two free seminars entitled Emerging Trends in Drug Abuse. The program is being hosted by Gadenza Incorporated. It operates 147 drug and alcohol treatment programs in 3 states, including Pennsylvania. The free seminars are scheduled for tomorrow, the first from 9 a.m. until noon and the second from 1 until 4 at the Lori's Angels Building, 25 West Main Street in Schuylkill Haven. DA Holman is planning to present Schuylkill County statistics at both forums. To RSVP, call 570-622-6485 or 570-573-0192. Walk-ins are also welcome. The drug epidemic also impacts travel, and with the July 4th weekend just days away, the Pennsylvania State Police will be out in full force looking for those who are impaired while driving. Lisa Sugart has the details.
An effort is underway throughout the state of Pennsylvania to help keep you safe. It is called Independence Day Mobilization. Here to tell us about the ways that you can stay safe are two members of the Pennsylvania State Police. With me is Trooper David Peters, who is the Public Information Officer, and also Trooper Anthony Petrosky, a Community Service Officer. His first time in our studios. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're pleased to have you both here to tell everybody how they can stay safe. So this new, this program that is underway right now through the July 4th holiday, tell us what this means for those traveling and how it's going to keep them safe.
Well, the 4th of July holiday, as in any holiday, the traffic seems to increase. More people are outside doing, backyard parties, family reunions, those types of things. So in most of those cases, alcohol are involved. Anytime you add alcohol to a situation like driving can obviously increase the chance for a fatality and or accident. So as always, our police officers, our troopers are out on the road, as well as local law enforcement will be out on the road to do enforcement in those areas, to be looking for people that are driving aggressively, for people that are impaired driving, whether that be drug-related and or alcohol-related. What we're seeing is an increase in drug-related impairment driving as opposed to that of DUI, and then in some cases you're going to have a combination of both, which is definitely going to put people at a higher risk traveling to places and putting those people who are following the rules and the laws of the road at much more danger for a collision.
As we see more stepped up enforcement and programs like this that are initiated, are you seeing the numbers decline, or is it just because there's more people on the roads that the numbers are going up?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. You're going to, obviously, each year brings a new set of drivers. So when somebody turns 16, obviously you want the education out there. And as an organization with PennDOT and ourselves, definitely trying to get the information out there to not drive drunk or impaired or to find other means to do so. You're seeing those things increase where people are becoming more cognizant of what they're doing and not doing it, but that's not everybody. Some people believe they might be okay because they've kind of maybe driven before, slightly buzzed, even though buzzed is drunk driving. And they've made it home. So they kind of have that understanding, oh, I've done this before and I think I could do it again. And before they know it, they're involved in a crash with themselves or with another vehicle where they might have hurt somebody.
And we're hearing all too much, too, about that buzz driving. So it's not just the drunken driving we have to worry about, too. We have to worry about people who maybe are taking prescription drugs. Maybe they don't even realize that they're buzzed when they get behind the wheel because of the effects that their regular medication has on them.
That's correct. And with the medication, we want people to understand that their doctor is going to let them know whether they should or shouldn't be driving. And if your doctor tells you you shouldn't be driving on these medications, you really shouldn't be out there. Prescription medication is the same as far as DUI goes with alcohol. You can get arrested for DUI on prescription medication, even if you are prescribed it, and you shouldn't be driving a vehicle, but you are. Our ultimate goal for all this is we want everybody on the road to be safe. Not just you driving your vehicle, everybody on the roads in Pennsylvania, we want them to be safe this holiday.
What are some of the penalties, like to wake people up, to let them know that, hey, this is serious stuff?
Well, a lot of penalties. A new thing Governor Wolf passed is first-time DUI offenders are now going to have ignition interlock. And what that means is before you operate your vehicle, you're going to have to blow into a tube that makes sure that you're not impaired before you can even start the vehicle. On top of that, numerous fines. Depending on how many times you've been arrested for DUI, you can ultimately be looking at jail time.
Wow, so this is very serious. We want everyone to stay safe. A lot of people on the highways. Best advice to people, if they see something like this happening, they see a car out of control, what do they do?
Dial 911. Definitely let us know that somebody's driving out there erratically, impaired. It's a common sense thing, but unfortunately we keep having to fight it over and over again. You would think you don't drive drunk, but people, again, for some reason believe that they can. But if you see it out there, you definitely want to report it to us. Let us get out there and take them off the road before they end up hurting themselves or others. And like Trooper Petrosky related to, we want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to be driving with their seatbelts. Take your time. Obviously, with the increased traffic, if you're in a hurry, people are going to seem to irritate you, which is going to lead to road rage issues and aggressive driving. And that's only going to lead you to getting pulled over by us if you're going to act that way when you're behind the wheel. So give yourself plenty of time. Pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to other drivers and wear your seatbelt so you get to point A to point B safely, and that's what we hope for you.
Important advice not only for this holiday, but any time you get behind the wheel of a car.
Thank you, Lisa. The numbers are out for the 2014-15 Pennsylvania System of School Assessment, more commonly referred to as the PSSAs, and there's both good news and bad. First, the bad. The Hazleton Area School District failed to reach any of the state averages. However, the nearby Crestwood and Weatherly Area School Districts exceeded all state averages. Meanwhile, the results for the Tamaqua Area School District were mixed, with some averages being achieved and some not. The testing showed that statewide math scores on average were low for a second year in a row. The PSSA system uses percentages in scoring. A perfect score is 100%. The results also showed that schools with higher attendance rates scored better on the tests. Our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, had a very detailed breakdown of the results in yesterday's edition. Those results can be viewed at standardspeaker.com. Still to come on FYI, we'll get you ready for a busy week of Little League All-Star Playoffs, and Ron Marchetti entertains us with some sports trivia. Next, start your 4th of July weekend in downtown Hazleton with First Friday events. We have a preview next.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Core Fitness will offer a special 6-week program of fun and fitness for girls ages 13 through 17. Backed by popular demand, its Beautiful Boot Camp starts July 6th and runs through August 12th. The program is led by certified instructor Nicole Samick. Classes will be held Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. No prior athleticism is needed. The cost is $130 and it includes a t-shirt. Call today to reserve your spot and don't forget to bring your friends. For more information, call Core Fitness at 570-455-7818 or you can stop in at Core Fitness at 711 West Broad Street in Hazleton.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It was a rainy day and it could continue tonight and into tomorrow. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, 30% chance of showers, mainly before midnight, mostly cloudy, low of 65 degrees. On Tuesday, our chance of rain goes up to 50%. Also a chance for a thunderstorm, partly sunny day with the high near 76. Tuesday night, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 58 degrees. Wednesday looks mostly sunny right now with a high of 74 degrees. Wednesday night will be mostly clear. We'll have a low of 56 degrees. Thursday, sunny, high in the upper 70s. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low of 60. Friday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a partly sunny day with a high of 78. And then on Friday night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy. Our low will be 60 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown Hazleton. Here to tell us all about the wonderful activities that are planned is Krista Schneider. She is the Executive Director of the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. Fun events planned again this time.
Yes, we got a lot going on. If you have a dog, you could bring your dog downtown. There's free karate demonstrations, free classes, walking tour. You got it. Lots going on.
Now, speaking of that walking tour, SSPTV is on the walking
right.
tour. So this is a rather unique tour.
That's right. It's called Freedom of Speech Tour in honor of kind of Independence Day. It's featuring all the major local media outlets. So if you want to learn how the news is produced, this tour is for you. It's free. We'll start at the Standard Speaker. We'll hit your station here. WYLN is bringing down their mobile truck. We have a Spanish language newspaper, monthly newspaper that we're going to hit, online radio, and also Telecaribe. A really cool opportunity to see kind of how all the news is produced and the work that goes in behind the scenes.
Well, we're excited about that as well. But that's not the only thing happening.
No, we got lots of art events. So we got, as always, Meet the Artist event at the Dragonfly Cafe. Chris Advil, who does a lot of our First Friday photography, he's a local photographer in town. He's hosting a Palooza, which is basically Shock Value, is a local band, and they're going to be performing in the Pocket Park, and that'll be free. People could come down, view his photos that he took, beautiful photos of all our First Friday events. Some of them are going to be for sale. And there's that. And then those of you that are dog lovers, if you bring your pet down to the Hazleton Art League, you can have its photo taken. And it's not just any photo. It's with Joe Pecora, who's another local photographer, does this wonderful work called, he's calling this photo positive, with pause as in positive. So it's black and white, and they'll be gorgeous photos. There's things for kids to do. The library is hosting a children's activities. Oh, and I forgot to mention at the Art League, there's also an exhibit that night, an opening reception of work featuring dogs and cats and pets and other types of animals. So that'll be fun. There's also, as I mentioned, the free karate class. There's a new business downtown, another new business. It's a karate studio in the Lift Gym, which is on Wyoming Street right by Harmon Geist, and they're providing a free karate class and demonstration for kids and adults. And then Brandon's Forever Home is doing the same thing they did last month because the turnout was so good and so many people weren't able to attend. So they're doing a pop-up boutique with LuLaRoe jewelry, clothing, and Keep Collective jewelry. And they're having some wine and food pairings too there at Brandon's Forever Home. So lots going on.
Well, I just have to say before we wrap this up that the last one, the Chocolate and Wine Walk, I went on it. It was wonderful.
Yes.
You have to do that again because that was really a great turnout.
We did not plan for the turnout. It was overwhelming, and it was great though. I mean, we loved it, and the weather helped. You know, that really helped. We're doing something similar again in August. So if people are interested, we're doing the Historical Society is going to be doing a walking tour of the historic district north of the downtown. That's going to include wine tastings as well. And then in October, we're looking to do some beer tastings throughout the downtown with some German foods.
Wow, so some really great events taking place, always on the first Friday in downtown Hazleton. You're going to have a great time, so come on out this Friday. Don't miss the many activities, and maybe we'll see you here at SSPTV.
Lisa and I cannot serve you wine on Friday, but come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun here at SSPTV and all the other media outlets as well. Your midday winning lottery numbers up on your screen right now. When we come back on FYI, it's the Sportscast. We'll get you caught up with local Little League action, and Ron Marchetti will try to stump us in Trivia Treats. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
It's truly the most wonderful time of the year. When I travel all around the area sampling slushies from different food stands, I call it Slushy Fest 2016. Others call it District Little League All-Star Playoffs. Here's where it's happening tonight all around our area in District 18. To the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard we go. Hazel Township, Weatherly, Whitehaven will play at Franklin Township. This will be both teams' first game in the tournament. Valley East beat Anthracite Tawamincing 14-3 on Friday. They will be at Tamaqua tonight. West Hazelton got a home win on Friday over Freeland, so they move on to play at Tri-County. Jim Thorpe beat the Hazelton All-Stars on Friday and will play at Valley West tonight in Cunningham. This is a double elimination tournament, so if you lost on Friday or if you lose today, it's not the end of the world. The real disaster would be if your slushy machine is broken at your local Little League. In District 24, they do pool play, and Ashland and Shenandoah have started out with a win. Both of them play in pool number 2, and they will play each other on Tuesday in Ashland. That's a huge game there. The Rare Riders, they took 2 of 3 from Pawtucket over the weekend. They beat the Red Sox 9-3 on Sunday. They are tied for first place in the International League North Division with Lehigh Valley and Rochester. Very interesting. So the Cubs, they've lost 6 of 7, but it's baseball. It's a long season. Crazy things will happen, and they are still a crazy 22 games over 500 before the All-Star break. Joe Maddon and the Cubs lead the NL Central by 9 games over St. Louis. Lionel Messi missed a huge penalty kick in Argentina's loss to Chile in the Copa America final last night. Will Ron Marchetti talk about it? I don't think so, but trust me, here comes another great edition of Trivia Treats.
Bad Hair Day, June 27th, the final Monday of the month. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Treats. On this day in 1921, more than 80,000 spectators made up the very first $1 million gate in boxing history. The Manasseh Mauler. Heavyweight champion Jack Dempsey knocked out French contender George Carpenter in the 4th round, defending his belt at a specially built outdoor arena in Jersey City, New Jersey. The fight grossed $1,789,238. Now, if I don't talk to the ball, who will? If I wanted to say, I'll say ball, you curve. If it doesn't curve right, I say nasty things to the ball when the catcher throws it back to me. Who said that? The Bird, that's right. On this night in 1976, 40 years ago, Detroit Tigers pitcher Mark Fidrych went the distance in a 5-1 win over the New York Yankees on Monday Night Baseball. Fidrych moved to 8-1 in 11 career starts with this victory, but it was the first time most of the country had seen him perform his antics on national TV. If you remember, he even started the All-Star game in 1976. Now that might be a little too far back for some of you younger fellas, so how about this trivia? Name the first high school player selected #1 overall in the NBA draft in 2001. Some of you might know the correct answer, but not many. Answer, Kwame Brown of Glen Academy in Brunswick, Georgia, became the first when the Washington Wizards selected him. Paul Gasol of Spain was chosen third overall by the Atlanta Hawks. He was the highest selection ever who had not even played high school or college basketball in the United States. Now that was a little too tough. So here's an easier trivia question. Name the Atlanta Brave who hit 4 home runs in one game at this time in 1986, 30 years ago, and his team still lost. Answer, Bob Horner. Atlanta lost to Montreal 11-8. Finally, former Temple star and a standout for the Easton Madisons in the old Eastern Pro League, who played many games at St. Joe's and Hazleton in the 1950s, a true shooter who never seemed to sweat, passed away over this weekend. Hal King Lear. He was 81. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First night, the Pulaski Club in Hazleton will be holding their annual Polish Icebreaker Golf Tournament Saturday, July 9th. The event will be held at the Sand Springs Country Club with a shotgun start at 8 a.m. Berger Family Dealerships will be offering a hole-in-one challenge for a 2-year lease of a 2016 Buick Encore. Many other prizes are also available. For more information, please call 570-436-5628. Our next announcement, Hazleton Public Transit has announced there will be no bus service and the office will be closed Monday, July 4th in recognition of the holiday. Bus service will resume July 5th and the offices will also be open. For more info, please call 570-459-5414. And finally, Faith Assembly of God Church will be holding its annual Mega Sports Camp from July 11th through 15th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. You're offering kids ages 4 through 12 camps in basketball, flag football, soccer, cheerleading, track and field, and volleyball. The camps will be held at Hazleton Area High School Track and Field Complex. For more information or to register, please call 570-459-2410 or check out faith.ag.com. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Robert E. Ostroff of Freeland. Services Saturday at 11 a.m. in the St. Luke's Evangelical Lutheran Church. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. The McNulty Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Christine M. Bobeck of Cunningham. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the St. John Bosco Roman Catholic Church. And friends may call Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Michelle Chico of Drums. Michelle, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
If you have a fear of heights, maybe this new attraction in Los Angeles can help you, and maybe not. Sky Slide is a sliding board made of glass that is suspended in air 1,000 feet above the ground on the side of US Bank Tower. It's part of Skyscape LA, an open-air observation deck. Tickets cost $25. Some of this information comes from Mashable.com. I could never work up the courage to go to the high slide in the Calares playground, so don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. Weather permitting, we'll have Little League highlights for you tomorrow right here on FYI. We'll see you then. Take it easy, everybody.